Hi, I'm Tom, and this is Survive the Living Dead, a modular 3D printable board game where you and up to 4 other players must survive the night against a relentless undead horde. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a brief gameplay demo so you can see how the game plays and what makes it tick. The dead have risen, and you're trapped inside a house with limited resources, dwindling time, and danger at every turn. Your goal? Survive 10 in-game hours, represented by 10 turns, tracked right here on the turn tracker. If you make it through the night, the army arrives to rescue you. If not, you'll join the ranks of the living dead. One of the most exciting parts of the game is that the entire board is modular. Build a small cottage, a sprawling estate, or a multi-story death trap complete with basements and upper floors. Add outdoor tiles, workshops, woods. The entire layout is up to you. Each room, hallway, and entry point plays into your survival strategy. Each player gets 4 actions per turn. You can spend them however you like: move, search, barricade, or craft. There are no diagonals in this game. Here's what you can do. You can move. This is up to 2 spaces per action. You can search furniture. If you're on or adjacent to a piece of furniture, roll a die against its unique loot table to see what you find. Once an item of furniture has been searched, it can't be searched again, even if you didn't find anything. You can destroy furniture, smash it to salvage more resources. You can barricade doors and windows. So you spend resources, 2 wood and 1 nails for doors, or 1 wood and 1 nails for windows, to reinforce entry points and hold back the horde. Items you find, like cloth, wood, nails, bullets, and liquid, can later be used for crafting and upgrades. Once all players have taken their turns, it's time for the undead to move. In this demo, we're using the zombie-only mode. There is an advanced undead mode that uses a variety of other undead creatures. Here's what happens during the enemy phase. First, we spawn new zombies. You roll 1 die to determine which entry point they'll arrive at. Then you roll again to determine how many will appear. Then the zombies act. Zombies get 1 action per turn. Zombies that are gathered at a door or window will roll to try and break it down. 1 zombie needs 5 or higher, but for each additional zombie at the door or window, the required roll drops by 1, with the minimum target being 2. And intact doors or windows each have 1 hit point, 2 hits to break through though if it's barricaded. Zombies can move 2 spaces. They'll always do it towards the nearest player. And if a zombie moves onto a player's space, then they can attack in the same action. Normally they need a 5 or higher to bite and deal damage, but if the player is surrounded by other zombies on adjacent squares, that roll gets easier for the zombie. Each player has 3 heart tokens. Lose them all, and you're out of the game. Back to player actions now. Of course, we've seen zombies attacking players, and obviously players can fight back. If you're on the same or adjacent space to a zombie, you can attack using your starting melee weapon. A roll of 4 or more takes the zombies out. Simple and satisfying. If you've scavenged bullet tokens, you can shoot. From an adjacent square, you only need a 2 or higher. The further the target, the harder the shot, so pick your moment. Crafting gives players an edge. Here's some of the things you can make. Combine cloth and liquid to make a first aid kit and regain 1 of your heart tokens. Combine cloth, liquid, and wood to make a flaming torch, a 2-turn light source that keeps zombies away. Zombies won't move onto your space if you're holding torch. We all know zombies are afraid of fire. Flaming zombies don't care though. You can also set a tile on fire. Fire spreads from that tile each turn, non-diagonally, and can be extinguished by spending liquid. Flaming zombies also spread fire as they move, so use this with caution. Find your way to a workbench, often located in a shed or basement, and you can upgrade your weapon using specific resources. This boosts your melee attacks, letting you take down zombies on a roll of 3 or higher instead of 4. Advanced weapon types for tougher enemies will be covered in a future video. Whether you're holed up in a bedroom with 3 bullets and a busted door, or making a mad dash through a flaming kitchen to reach the stairs, every decision counts. Positioning, resource management, cooperation, timing. Every game plays out differently, depending on how you build the house, where the undead appear, and how you and your fellow survivors adapt. Thanks for watching, and I hope this gives you a solid overview of how Survive the Living Dead plays. Soon it will be your turn to build the house, face the horde, and try and survive the night.